Upon completing this questline, you will be rewarded with some money, ammo, consumables, and a 4x zoom Elcan sight. You will also unlock a repeatable quest for Professor Bonderanko. For this questline, we are still in the bar. If you go to the lab area in the bar, you can go to the far back and talk to Professor Bonderanko. I think that's how it's pronounced. But he's got a pretty simple questline, but very tedious. It's a lot of running. So our first job is to go down into the scrapyard. Yeah, that's right. So you can see here on the map, on the scrapyard, we just got to place them along this ridge line. Now keep in mind, this ridge line is all Psychic 1 radiation, so make sure you have a suit that has Psychic or Psi Protection 100 at the very least. And once we're here, we just install them like so. And now we can move on to the second. And that's the second, now on to the third. I ran past this one originally, but that's fine. That's 3 done. And that's the fourth one. Now we gotta return back to Bonderanko and tell him that we've succeeded, and he'll give us the next step. Returning to Bonderanko, tell him we got the transmitter set up, and then we're alright, ready to go. And I do believe that gives us the missing group quest, which is now finding a missing group of scientists in this zone here. So, I'll show you their exact location once I get down there. Okay, there we go. So the exact location is directly south of the anomalous field right here. It's like northeast of the scrapyard name. So we could talk to, or not talk to, but inspect the corpses. And so we get the device off of this one as a tent. Then we gotta return this device back to Bonderanko. Talking to Bonderanko again. We just hand over the device and everything, and then he is going to give us another step here in a moment. There we go. After it didn't even take long, it was like maybe a minute at most, but he calls you back on the radio, asks you for some more help, and then we need to run down to the previous safe area, all the way down here to Village School to turn in this note to Nikolaev. Now that we're down here at the fire station, we can run on over here and deliver this note to the scientist sitting in the corner. And then he gives us 2 more transmitters. Ah, no, so you don't go up to Scrapyard. We go up here into the center area for roadside. I do believe this is a place filled with anomalies, and I think it has, like, radiation level 2, maybe? So we'll see when we get over here, but just be aware that you might need some protections. Okay, so this place actually has a thermal 1. So hopefully I can get in here, place these, and get out fast enough before I die. Okay, I got them all placed, but I'm probably gonna die here. Yep. That's fine. I don't have anything I care about losing. But regardless of whether you lived or died, once we've placed those, we can come back and talk to the scientist. And now we can take this cargo he just gave us and run this back up to Bonderanko. And now that we're back to the bar, we can talk to Bonderanko. And then he gives us one more step to install more transmitters. And these transmitters are down here in the south on the ridgeline and scrapyard, just like it was the first time. And here we go for the first one. Here's the second transmitter. Here is the third transmitter. And that's the last transmitter. Now we can run back, I believe. We gotta replace the device over here. Never mind. I thought we were running back to Bonderanko. So the device is going to be at the top of this building, which I believe... Okay, that won't work. Let me climb this fence. There we go. We can make our way in here. And the staircase is on the far left side of the building. Go up this ladder. Then we can jump on top of this tent and climb our way up. Nope, place that. Now we return to the professor. And back from that little trip, we talked to him again, went out with the hitch, and then this is the final reward. Some money, a Elcan optical sight, a little bit of ammo, more money, and epinephrines. Now, I do believe he becomes a repeatable quest giver, so we could just come back and do more transmitters anytime we want for some more rewards. But that's the end of that quest line. Hopefully it helped you.